Hello and welcome to Karoo 62 Universal Frequencies. I'm joined with an absolute, if I may say, a legend of the scene, Pontoon Raider. It is such an honor of mine to be having this discussion. And how are you doing today? Welcome.
Thank you. That's really awesome. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, sure. It's been many years to gain legendary status. But yeah, I mean, the thing with psytrance is it's a way of life.
Yeah.
It's not just a 5-minute little thing that you do when you're young.
Not a little flash in the pan.
No, I mean, look at Raja Ram.
Exactly. It seems like it'll never end, you know?
Well, this is it, you know? So
yes.
that's pretty much it. So I'm still here.
Beautiful. And what started it all, you know? Like, what got you into the scene? What drew you in psychedelic music? What intrigued you, you know?
So now I'm going to give you a little history lesson.
Yeah, please, I'd love it.
So when I was basically leaving school, and I grew up in Knysna, and there was a little bit of a scene there, but it was pretty much like say 4 years after the end of apartheid, and Cape Town in South Africa was going like booming back then. It was just literally like an explosion waiting to happen, and psytrance and house music was really big in South Africa. And basically so Vortex kind of started up, and they aligned with more house music, and that's how they did the transition, and they basically brought in the ravers from that side. And then Safari came from Europe, and they brought in the more psychedelic underground, just, flashlight in the corner with some CDJs and the Oaks having, a jewel. And that's kind of how it really started. And I think because of the excitement of the end of what was happening in our country, and also because there's no age limit with our parties, everybody was just like, right, I'm ready to jewel. And also in Cape Town, outdoor parties was psytrance, no matter what style. And there wasn't any styles per se. There was, obviously the more ravey vibes, kind of more psychedelic, but there wasn't as like diverse as it is now. So in other words, like, if there was a rave, it was psytrance, and that's just what it was. So I was this little innocent little freak coming from Knysna, looking for a place to be and accepted and find my people. And I discovered psytrance, and I didn't say, okay, I'm going to be a DJ now. I just jawled, and then you kind of get bored of jawling, and then you like start working, and then I worked behind the bar, and then I toured with a lot of parties like that. And then, just one day I met a DJ from overseas, and like he had his laptop, and back then you had to have an external CD burner, because that's how we copied CDs.
The OG tech.
And he had headphones, and he was touring, and I was like, I don't want to be your girlfriend. I want to be you. I want to do what you're doing. So that's kind of where it began. And then, I got some... I found these guys at a studio, and I walked in with these 3 CDs that I got, and I was like, I want to learn how to mix. And they took one look at me, and they were like, the fuck you are. Anyway, bless them. They made it hard for me, which I respect in the long run. Because back then it was a very dominated male industry. And so, I just had to push through and prove myself that I wasn't there to muck about, and that I was actually serious, and I wasn't there to mess it up, and just push through. Then when I got to Cape Town, I had to land up throwing my own party because the boys wouldn't let me play.
Wow, crazy.
So the club owner was like, stop whining about it and make yourself a jewel. So I did.
Awesome.
And we called it Power to the Pussies Presents Panani.
Nice.
10 rand at the door.
10 rand a ticket.
10 rand at the door. That's what club rates back then.
Wow.
Okay, guys, I'm not that old. It was early 2000s.
Pay respect. And also, if you want to find more information about this, go more in depth, Under the African Sky, amazing documentary. I got it actually originally as like a hard copy from Star itself.
Really?
But I believe it's on YouTube as well.
It is.
Okay.
Now a funny story about that. Okay, so when we uploaded it to YouTube just started. So you couldn't put an hour online.
I was wondering why there was
so
the multiple.
So you had to put in like little segments.
Yes.
So that's the reason why it's broken down. And it's got such good volume and stretch online that I didn't want to now, make a whole,
Re-upload
yeah,
and do all
exactly.
this
And
stuff,
it's kind of
yeah.
cool for what it is,
Yes,
It's
yes,
old school.
it's literally like a little introspective view of what the scene
Yes.
was, and like as you were saying now, like where it
Yeah.
came from and everything like that.
Exactly. And I mean, I begged, borrowed, and stole to make that thing work. It was a 4-year project.
Wow.
Fully analog. Yeah, it was wild.
Wow,
But
wow.
I was very determined, and I'm very happy that I did that because the time has moved on. And things have changed so
Yes.
much. I mean, if the scene's development, we really probably should make another one, which we have tried in the past. But maybe we should shut up and get it together.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
15 years of Cytron since then.
yes, exactly. Well, from my side, that was like very inspirational for me, and
you.
I did a few interviews back in the day as under AVG Productions and all that
nice.
type of stuff, and seeing that documentation of that little period of time, it was like, well, there's new people coming out right now,
Yeah,
and there's
yeah,
there's things to
yeah,
document. So
yeah.
I appreciate, and you shared a lot of inspiration for me.
Yes.
And
I mean, the 2010s, like that era was insane. I mean, that we had like The Village,
Yes.
we had Jungala, obviously Vortex was doing really well as well. And Alien was killing it, and all of them. There was just so many parties. It was insane. Actually,
Yeah.
it got quite out of control. And then, kind of after that, the techno guys started creeping into the outdoor market, and then 6 Degree We Love and
Yes.
We Love Summer and all that. So there was more diversity in the market. And then obviously when COVID came along and annihilated all of us, I think the main problem I saw from that whole experience is that we didn't get that recycle of the new kids. So when the new kids leaving school are going to university, colleges, and second education and jolling, that's where they get influenced by the older people that are like, come, we're going to this party, you must come check this out and whatever. And we didn't have that for 2 years. And obviously the young techno parties started popping up, and the kids started naturally going to that because they didn't know any different. And obviously, Cytrons took a little bit of time to get back on its feet and whatnot. So
went a bit more intimate again.
We had to, it was just, financially. And I mean, you could throw a party in 2019 for this price, and now it's triple.
And also harder to get feet through the door now.
And that exactly, and added on the financial strain of getting overseas artists to come down, and the flights alone, the rand.
I was about to say the rand's not helping us.
And then you want to be like, $2,000 in, like, fuck. In rand.
Maybe I could do that. And basically, what you're saying now, yes. And how would you compare, or how would you say that you view the current scene as it is compared to before?
Let's just start. Well, it's definitely it's weird. I think it's almost better in the sense that we're kind of almost having to start again in a weird kind of way just after COVID. And I feel like the people that are coming to the jewels now really want to be there. In the past, we were starting to get, obviously, some negativity coming into the scene, and, stealing and what.
People come for the wrong intentions.
Well, they came there, not to party.
Exactly.
And there was that element that was rocking the industry a little bit, because obviously people were like, should we go to a trance party, or should I rather go to a techno day party and spend half the money and I'm home at night, and that kind of a vibe. So there was that element, but as I said, I'm noticing a positive change since then, and in the last 5 years, as we've grown back up into our feet. Also the new kids that are managing to come through, and the good vibes are spreading, which is awesome. And obviously the new blood, which is great. On one hand, it's really positive, but also on the other hand, like, I'm struggling with the fact of technology kind of making DJing and things a lot easier. And I feel that because of that, the foundations of proper mixing is being lost. And it's all my friends who are probably watching this are like, Pam, shut up. You're still going on about that. But it's a hill I'm going to die on. I promise you, because for me, proper beat matching in it is where the magic is. And that's where you create the magic. That's
literally where the sonic journey is taken on. So when
Plus,
it's just,
as well, you're a fucking DJ. You're playing somebody else's hard work.
you want to represent in the correct
you're
way.
shaking it, and everybody's loving you for the track. Somebody else is at home not fucking eating, living on fucking 2-minute noodles to make that track happen while you playing it.
Paying big bucks to get it mastered.
And you
everything.
probably copied it from a mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that element I feel we do need to bring back, just to remind, so that when the new generation come in and take over, that they keep that that energy and that ethos and that beauty and magic alive. Otherwise, what the fuck are we doing?
Literally. And it's a bit like, at this point, the term is a bit like old school or whatever, but just the basic core values, know?
There's a right way to do things and the wrong way to do things. And
Yes.
unfortunately, we can see the outcome of the wrong way to do things, because things are falling flat.
Yes,
And
yes.
dancers are bored and things are not energized and whatnot. And at the end of the day, let's be honest, we come to parties to get away from the real world, because
Yes.
let's be honest, it's a fucking shit show out there. So if we keep the core value of the truth and the magic and the realness of what we do here, and
Yes.
hold that true, because there's fakeness everywhere in the world. I mean, what is even real anymore? We don't even fucking know.
The AI videos are way too scary these days. You know
Exactly, exactly. So can we just keep it real at the parties and
Yes.
keep it straight and and leave the ego behind, and
Yes.
let's fucking get down to the music, because when that magic really connects, the dance floor's moving. It doesn't matter how big it is. If that energy is energy, you're doing the right thing. That energy is coming out from you. It's going into the dance floor. And at the end of the day, it's our jobs to entertain the shit out of those people on the
Yes.
dance floor, because my God, it takes a lot of effort and money to get there.
Yes.
And
yes.
those people are why we are here. And it's
Exactly.
my job to give you the best time, no matter how big the dance floor is.
Yes, and it's that family energetic feedback,
Exactly.
You're giving them energy, they're giving you energy, so it's a beautiful, like, mutual
And you can't really do that if you're
exchange.
faking it.
yeah, exactly. It's very obvious, it comes across very inauthentic and everything. And how would you say Universal Frequencies fits into that climate of what you were saying now?
Well, Universal Frequency, obviously, it's run by a woman.
I was about to say for what you
So
were saying
you can
earlier.
feel how lovely it is.
Exactly.
I'm very, very, very proud of Lily and how much she's grown into this, and her determination with this beautiful, beautiful festival. Today's one has been really amazing. Last night was awesome, but I had no doubt that it would be. And it's definitely part of the next gen, as we were discussing
Yes.
earlier. And Lily's got the right idea and the right attitude and the right ethos, and the magic is growing and it's happening. And at the end of the day, I think everyone keep an eye out for this brand, because she's growing big.
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
Well done.
Yes, well done. But that about wraps it up. I really
Awesome.
appreciate it. As I say, it's a huge honor for me to be joined by the OG, the legendary Tune Raider Pam today. So
Yay.
yes, everyone give a
Bye.
clap. Really appreciate it, and
My pleasure.
have a good on further.
Amazing.